Hey guys, how we doing? I love you all. I miss you all. I'm glad that we're kind of getting back into services. We had a decent break there for Christmas break. I hope your Christmas break was awesome. And now, hey, we're in the new year, 2022. I hope your year has been good so far and not too crazy, not too hectic. And hey, with New Year's comes New Year's resolutions. I don't know if you guys like New Year's resolutions. I don't know if you think they're lame. I remember when I was in high school, I definitely thought they were lame. But I think New Year's resolutions can be good. I think they could be things that we can aspire towards, things that can challenge us, and things that can help us from just being the same old every single year, right? I'll never forget, a couple years ago, my friend Damien, he asked me, hey, what is your New Year's resolution? And I just laughed and I said, people should just be able to, do things right on the spot. Just do it. And then it got me thinking, well, not all the time are we motivated, right? And for some reason, a new year allows us to be motivated, allows us to center in. And so that year, this was about, I want to say 4 years ago, I told myself that I was going to say yes to whatever God had in store for me, whatever God placed in front of my life. And I didn't really know what that was going to look like, but because of that resolution, I ended up going on a missions trip to South Korea. I ended up leaving everything I know, and I went to Bible college in Missouri, leaving everybody that I know, my comfort zone. I ended up leading groups. I ended up preaching. I ended up doing a lot of really fun things, and it was because of that resolution that inspired me to do things that were out of the box for me. And so that's what I want your resolutions to be. I don't want them to be super cheesy, and I don't want them to be super hard, but I do want them to challenge you. And I want them to make you think, okay, how can I be better? Not for anybody else's sake, but for my own sake. And so I think if we can do New Year's in 3 specific ways, I think that this year can be really fun, especially if you challenge yourself with these, right? And so we want to do something that we can challenge ourselves every day with. We want to do something that we can challenge ourselves with a good amount of time, but not the whole year. And then we want to challenge ourselves with the whole year, right? And so for me personally, every single day, something that I want to do is I want to read my Bible every single day. Now, I'm not going to make it super hard. I'm not going to tell myself I'm going to read 10 chapters of the Bible every day, but I just want at least once a day, whether it's one verse, one chapter, whether it's a book, I don't care. I want to read my Bible every single day. Okay? Reading my Bible every single day isn't going to make God love me anymore. And not reading my Bible every day isn't going to make God love me any less, but it's going to make me understand Him better. It's going to make me accept and know his presence even more. And so I want that for my life. And so maybe you can join me with that. The second thing is, for like a shorter period of time, but still long enough, for the first 3 months of the year, Monet and I, we're going to do this together. We're not going to eat fast food, okay? Unless it's like good stuff, okay? And so our good stuff is like Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, but other than that, like, we're not going to eat fast food for 3 months. And we want to keep it that way because, we don't want to make it too hard on ourselves, okay? We want to challenge, but we don't want to make it impossible, right? Because we don't know what the rest of this year is going to look like. We don't know if we're going to be tempted by something else. Who knows? But for the first 3 months of the year, that's what we're going to be trying to do together. And then lastly, for the whole year, what I want 2022 to be for me, and what I would love for 2022 to be for you, is I want to learn how to be more content. I want to be content with whatever I've been given, whether it's opportunities, money, whatever the case may be, circumstances. I want to be content. I want to be content with God's love. I want to be content knowing that what God has for me, how God loves me, that's enough. Okay, so if I think I'm missing out on XYZ, that's okay. Because I'm content in this moment. I'm content with what God's given me, and I'm content knowing that I trust Him. And so that's what I want my year to be. Okay, but do you see I have 3 different goals? And I think if you have 3 different goals, it'll keep you engaged throughout the whole year, because sometimes we have one goal and then we don't do it and we kind of give up. But I think with 3 different goals, with 3 different areas and 3 different time periods, this is going to help keep me engaged for the year. It's not perfect, but it's something. And I hope that maybe you can join me on this journey too. But guys, I love you. Consider it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.